Amanda, don't you just hate it when parents lecture you? I know, we all have been there, including your parents, because they have been lectured too by your grandparents, and they have been lectured. You get the idea? No matter which generation it is, the form of lecture remains the same. You are standing there, your head bowed low, your eyes examining the intricate patterns on your toes. There's a noise coming from somewhere, often heated. You are hearing it, but listening is a different matter entirely, because the noise is conveying instructions. Instructions on how you must behave, how you must do this or do that or avoid doing something entirely. It can also be scathing feedback. Perhaps you did something that someone didn't like and someone is very disappointed. Sigh, I can keep complaining about this all day. But what's that to do with this poem? Glad you asked. Amanda is essentially a dialogue, a conversation between a parent, most likely a mother, and her daughter. The said dialogue is much like the said lecture we talked about, and Amanda's reaction is much like the said reaction we all have to such a lecture. As the poem opens, Amanda is told to not bite her nails, hunch her shoulder, stop slouching and sit up straight. But is Amanda even listening? Nope, folks. She is in her figurative parenthesis, a world inside herself, inside her mind, where she can wander and roam as the world outside continues. She is at the sea in this instance, a green, calm ocean, where she is the only one present, like mermaid, and she is floating carelessly without a care or worry in the world. That doesn't stop her mother though. Now come a volley of questions. Did she do her homework, clean her room and shoes and yada yada yada? Amanda, however, is off once again. This time, however, her escape is stronger. She imagines herself to be an orphan. Oh no, poor girl. An orphan who's free from the institution of family and therefore not obligated to listen to this. She's free, and she's roaming the streets barefooted, taking in the silence and the calm and really enjoying the peace that comes with it. A set of instructions now follow. Don't eat chocolate. Remember pimples? Eeks! Those chocolates will give you that. Or so one infers from the poem. We will wait for science to clear that one though. And the dreaded line, look at me when I'm talking to you. Internal groaning has ensued. I'm now feeling the cringe Amanda does. But Amanda is off once again. This time she's a Rapunzel. Remember that Disney princess with long hair who was imprisoned in a tower by her evil stepmother? And then a prince comes along and she lets her hair down and he climbs up the tower with the help of her hair. Yes, they are that ridiculously long. Well, Amanda is a different kind of Rapunzel though. She loves the tower. She loves the calm because it's rare. And she's a happy camper. She doesn't care and there's no letting her hair down to let anyone in. But alas, like everything, all good things must end. And so does her reverie. A last resounding stanza brings with it more instructions. Stop sulking! Why are you so moody? People will think I'm nagging you, and etc. I swear I'm not making personal call-outs. The poem ends in the following words. Amanda! A shout like utterance perhaps? You know the one. The exact same tone, in which your parents say your name when they are saying something important, but they know you aren't paying attention. Well, enough relatable meme material. Now let's get back to the themes of the poem. What is the poet trying to say through the poem, Amanda? There are two distinct points. No one can forever be a child, and growing up comes with a lot of responsibilities. Now, who likes responsibilities? Give me the freedom to do so, and I'll sleep in my bed all day, no questions asked. But unfortunately, that's not how the world works. There are certain things we must do. There are roles and responsibilities that we cannot avoid. It falls squarely on parents to make sure their child knows these responsibilities and is well equipped to handle them. Hence the lecture. But no one likes growing up. It's hard. It's change. And change is difficult to accept. Hence our reluctance to listen. Remember bowed head and the toe gazing, or Amanda's emerald sea floating, or Rapunzel escapades? Yes, this is where it comes from. Plus, it is not always the case that these responsibilities and roles expected from us are fair. Don't you think girls are told to behave differently than boys? And there's different expectations from them. That perhaps boys can do some things and get away with them? And the same is not true for girls. Late night curfews, anyone? The poem talks of this, the end of innocence and the end of childhood. It isn't easy. Yes, and perhaps a lecture like that isn't making it any easier either. That's not to say parents are wrong, but perhaps there is a scope for a better form of communication. Perhaps one need not see a talk as a dreaded event that requires you to escape from. Perhaps it can be fun and inspiring and educational at the same time. Well, I would like to return the question to you. How do you think it can and should go? Do think. Do let us know.